network to traverse the southeast and south-south regions, from Calabar to Enugu, with stations in all the major agricultural and commercial towns along the corridor. A functional rail line will not only improve interregional trade, it will also cause an uptick in employment, improve factor utilization, investment inflow, and more fundamentally, reduce migration pressure in the urban metropolis outside the regions. I would also like to request, Mr. President, that you use your good offices to explore how the seaports closest to businesses in these regions can be optimized to drive the export of goods from here. And I'm glad that the Deputy Speaker of the Federal House of Representatives has mentioned the issue of seaports. And Abia is ready. We are already doing our feasibility study at Obuaku, and we believe that with all the approvals, we will be able to build a seaport in Abia State. Having all the seaports around here running at optimal capacity will boost business performance by cutting down costs, improve living standards, and inevitably boost public sector revenue. Lastly, Mr. President, the Southeast region has enormous natural gas deposits that are largely undeveloped. Natural gas has become critical in the new global energy order. It will be to our national advantage to develop these proven reserves in ways that pose no threat to the national ecosystem. The federal government, I can promise, shall get all the required support from the governors to develop this valuable asset and other mineral resources buried between our soil. Let me quickly respond to some of the comments, particularly the one made by distinguished Senator Enyinnaya Baribe Mmagandibo. Thank you for joining us, for making the request for the release of Nnamdi Kanu. I can assure you that I am engaging with Mr. President, and he is favorably disposed to it. And I'm sure that in no distant future, Nnamdi Kanu will regain his freedom.
See the way he does for us. Carry on my time for your head,
I also want to respond to some of the comments about partnership with Mr. President. It is important to note that Mr. President and I have been friends for decades. And I know this president, whatever he wants to do, he will tell you. If he will not do it, he will tell you. And having made promises, I'm sure he will keep his promises. I want to also say that for Abia, we are partnering very closely. And sometimes people don't understand what opposition means. When you are part of a government, either at the national or subnational, you are part of that government. Political parties, particularly in Nigeria, are relevant for elections. They are platforms to contest elections. But by the time elections are over, political parties take the back seat and governance takes the front seat. So it does not pay for anyone to put himself in a position where he will constitute an opposition, because you can't be opposing yourself. Every discussion about the economy happens at the National Economic Council, where every governor is represented. Whatever I don't agree, I say it on the floor. But if the majority carries the day, we have to go and defend what we have decided. That is how governance works. Governance doesn't work by dissonance. Governance doesn't work by people hurling stones and abusing people. Even the Bible records that power belongs to God. And anytime you take a position against those in authority, God will not be happy with you. Having said that, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, let me thank Mr. President for not canceling this program in spite of the fact that some other engagements, which his representative will talk to you about shortly, happened in the last 24 to 48 hours. He had authorized that we should go ahead, and he sent no less a person than the Minister of Works, who understand what roads mean, because majority of the things that we commission today are roads. And we are very happy with Mr. President for sending our brother to represent him. We pray that his reign will be peaceful, and we pray that he will enjoy the blessings of the Lord. Finally, I would like to join everyone to wish this country happy 65th independence anniversary. As you live here, my prayer is that God will take you back to your destination safely. Thank you so much, and God bless you.
I'd like to very respectfully invite the leader and, of course, the president, who is very intentional in his drive in building bridges of peace, building bridges of progress and unity in Nigeria for Nigerians. His Excellency Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, who is here represented by His Excellency Senator Engineer Dave Umahi, CON. Please speak to your people. Thank you.
President Inganyin Nande Kalo, Odi Gajanuto, Inganyin Nande Kalo, Odi Gajanuto, Samedi Tinubu, Odi Gajanuto, Inganyin Nande Kalo, Odi Gajanuto, Inganyin Nande Odi Gajanuto. Please, you may be seated. Please. Abia Mamanuo, Abia Kenemunuo, President Tayyip, President Bola Ahmed, Sikankene Abia. President would have been here himself. In fact, he had scheduled to be in Abia because of the people of Abia, because of the friendship he has with your governor, Governor Alex Oti. But we had the burial of our national chairman's mother, and he asked me to let you know that within this year, he will visit Abia by himself. Can we put our hands together for our president? Your Excellency, the performing the miracle of Abia State, Dr. Alex Chiomandiabia Oti, OFR, Governor of Abia State. Your Excellency, our leader, the Deputy Senate, the Deputy Speaker of the 10th Assembly, our brother, Right Honorable Ben Carlo, CFR, the Mayandibo, my in-law, Senator Abaribe, other distinguished senators that are here, my colleague, the Deputy Governor of Abia State, our traditional fathers, our religious fathers, leaders of Abia people, leaders of Undibo. I bring greetings from our dear father, the father of Nigeria, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR. On behalf of Mr. President, let me, for the countless number of people that line the streets of Aba and Umuahia to welcome me and your governor. It shows the love you have for our government, for your governor, and for the infrastructural development taking place in Abia State. Since I came, 10 a.m., we have been commissioning projects. First was His Excellency Michael Opara Auditorium, a legacy project, a beauty to behold. And let me note that Michael Opara played the kind of politics that we desire now. He took our people to the center. And we continue to pray that God will rest his soul and give him peace. And let me say to the governor, congratulations for remembering him and for turning that edifice a site of beauty. We went ahead to commission a number of projects, starting from Ajiwe Road Project, Gabriel Wosu Project, Nkoro Road Project, People's Project, Ndoki Projects, Umuatako Projects, Ohanko Road Project, and the biggest of all, the impossible Port Harcourt Road that was made possible by your governor. I commend your governor very highly. I've listened to his developmental plans, and I know your governor much before now. He's a sound economist and very experienced personality. I have no doubt that through him, Abba has recovered her lost glory. That through him, Abia people have taken back their state, and to God we say be the glory. Let me assure you that Abia State is very important in the economic development plans of our nation. Presently, we are completing the 56-kilometer dualized of Umuahia Road, costing us 66 billion, done by the Arab contractors. Let me tell you that the Umuahi-Kotekpene, 49 kilometers, we have completed 14 kilometers, and by the request of the governor of Abia State, we have handed over the remaining 35 kilometers of the road to him to complete and for us to enjoy. Let me announce that the famous Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway at the axis of Akwa Ibom is passing through this very Umuahia-Ekotekpene road, which means that the moment you are on this road, when completed, in 5 hours, you will be in Lagos. Can we put our hands together for our president? The Ekotekpene Aba Road, which is 48 kilometers by 2, we have fully completed 50 kilometers, one full carriageway and a half, costing 65 billion. Work has been directed to start on the second carriageway. The impossible Port Harcourt Abia Road, 43 kilometers. Our government has completed fully one carriageway. 15 minutes from Abia, you will be in Port Harcourt. And I know very well that a lot of Abia people do business in One Port. Let me announce again that the 15 kilometers of the single carriageway of the double carriageway is fully completed, which means that you can well do your business, taking off from Abia, and in 30 minutes you are to One Port. And let me assure you that we are beginning to have a lot of gains from our reforms. The inflation has come down to below 20%. Our foreign reserve has hit over 42 billion. The GDP is growing by over 4.2%. The worst is over. The words of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. It may seem that there were hardship, but you know that the dawn is the darkest part of the morning. The worst is over. And we are grateful to God for administration. Let me also assure you of a lot of other projects we are doing across Southeast. We have the 66-kilometer of our people through Uturu in Abia State, and the ending up in Imo State. That is 66 kilometers, costing the federal government 195 billion tax credit. That project is being done with the same quality of Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway. The Southeast is not left of the 4 legacy projects of this administration. We have the 465 kilometers starting from Calabar through Ebonyi State, through Enugu State, to Benue, to Kogi State, to Nasarawa State, and to Abuja. Presently, 123 kilometers is started from the axis of Ebonyi, and that is costing the federal government 464 billion, and work is ongoing right now. And let me tell you that we are constructing flyover at Enugu at Abaka Junction. And the Enugu-Onitsha Road project, which is 107 kilometers dualized, we have given MTN the greater part of that road to do under tax credit for a total contract sum of 202 billion. And the leftover 72 kilometers, we are doing it with reinforced concrete, and that is costing federal government 150 billion, and 30% is being paid. We have the Abakaliki-Enugu Road dualized. That is costing the federal government 108 billion. The troublesome congestion at the Eko-Binagu in Enugu, the federal government is building 23 dualized flyover there. Work is over 95% done. Time will fail me to tell all the projects we are doing in Southeast. But the access road, section 2B, 17.5 kilometer dualized, being done by CGC, is ongoing, with over 7 bridges and flyovers. That project is costing the federal government 174 billion, and 30% is being paid. The initial Were Road is going on. The president is committed to completing the Lord Panther to Enugu, 61 kilometer, full one carriageway is built, and dual bridges at Artisan in Enugu State completed. Let me assure the people of Abia State that we are committed to helping the subnationals. The removal of subsidy is gaining a lot of momentum projects, and we are witnessing the gains of the removal of fuel subsidy here in Abia State. It is something that is happening in other states of Nigeria. I commit to helping your governor, working with him to ensure that Abia State fully takes back their state. Governor, I thank you very much, and I commend you for the great work you are doing. And I thank the leaders of Abia State, irrespective of political leanings. You are all together united in support of Mr. President and support of the governor of Abia State, because the welfare of our people is the reason for our being in our different offices. Let me thank the governors of Southeast. All the governors of our Southeast are united in support of Mr. President. And I ask the people of Southeast to unite and come together like we witnessed in Abia State today. And so I thank the people of Abia for your love for your governor, for your love for the president, and for receiving me very well today. Thank you very much. Now I speak in 2 minutes as your brother, the Minister of Works. I've listened to the messages I've been asked to send to Mr. President, and I've listened to the governor of Abia State, a man of wisdom, a gift to Abia State. And let me tell you one secret. This your governor is my cousin. The same blood flows in us. And so you can see that we love development. And it's my relation that I'm very, very proud of. Thank you. I want to assure Senator Abaribe on his request and the comments of the governor of Abia State about our brother Nnamdi Kanu. I want to assure, and I know that the governors of Southeast are working very seriously to explore the political solution together with our senators and House of Reps and all the ministers of Southeast